'Tis the season for sugar, pumpkin spice, and all things nice. Suzy Gazzellone from Suzy's Cake Angels is here with a delicious chestnut and maple bundt cake. Suzy, I've heard of almond flour, never chestnut flour. Tell me about how this is all going to go together in this cake.
Chestnut flour is often underestimated, and you know, with fall we always think about pumpkin spice, but there are other ingredients: figs, chestnut flour, pears in season right now. So chestnut flour came about it's a gluten-free flour.
Okay.
Very thin, nutty, sweet flour, and it goes great with cakes, pancakes, all the, you know, all baked goods.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna start off.
Okay,
let's start off and make our nice bundt cake.
Okay, put me to work. What are we doing?
I'm gonna get you to sift. I have some all-purpose flour.
Got it.
And then I'm gonna add the ingredients. So this is the chestnut flour. Chestnut flour is a very fine flour, so it tends to get really clumpy, and this is why it's so important to sift the flour.
Yes.
I'm gonna add some cinnamon.
Okay, just right into the sifter.
Right into the sifter. And the cinnamon is obviously a very warm ingredient, especially for the fall. That's what we're looking for, warm and cozy. And it enhances the flavor of all the ingredients.
You can already smell all of those warm flavors and different scents. And the chestnut flour too smells, I mean, I've never smelled it before, so it smells different.
Yeah, it's got like a sweet, nutty taste, but also the smell is very sweet as well.
Okay, we'll move these over here.
I added all the leavening agents as well, the baking soda, baking powder, and salt.
Okay,
and here I'm gonna start mixing.
Yep.
I've got the best of both worlds in terms of fat. I've got the grapeseed oil, so an oil. The oil adds to the moisture of the cake. I've got some butter, which adds to the flavor.
Okay.
And then I've got brown sugar. Brown sugar has that nice caramelly taste, right?
Yeah.
So it really adds that sweetness to the cake, a lot of moisture, and it's just perfect for the fall.
Do you suggest doing both butter and oil in cakes like this, or is it just because of the chestnut?
I would, you know what, with cakes, yeah, you can use both. Especially because with chestnut, you need a little more moisture because it can be a very dry flour.
Sure.
But typically in any cake, you can always substitute, if it says oil or butter, you can do both. And you're getting, like I said, the best of both worlds, the moisture and the flavor. So I added the brown sugar. We're gonna add the eggs.
Perfect.
Do you wanna add the milk? I added the vanilla in the milk. Milk or any dairy product carries the flavor and aroma of the vanilla. Again, it helps it evenly distribute throughout the batter, but also adds that nice flavor, right? It just enhances everything. And then we have sour cream.
Sour cream, okay.
Again, we're adding more moisture into the chestnut flour, And if you don't have sour cream, you can always substitute it for Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
And it adds a nice tangy taste to it as well.
It does. I mean, I've seen sour cream being used in so many different recipes as well because, like you said, it does retain that moisture at the end of the day. And I don't know, I always have sour cream in my fridge, or I'll have Greek yogurt, and something can be used in some way.
You can always use it. That's the fun thing about baking. You know, you don't have to really stick to everything. There's always great substitutes.
Yes.
And these are things like that are available in your fridge, in your pantry, easily accessible.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna actually pour this in, and if you want to do the mixing of it.
Thank you.
So we pour the wet into the dry.
Is that an essential part? Because sometimes I don't do this step, but
not necessarily. You know what? It helps separating both of them just because we need to sift. It's important to sift the flour, and it's nice when you mix everything because it mixes everything evenly with the wet ingredients. And then this part, because it's, in this case, I would say yes, because chestnut flour is such a light flour.
Yes.
If you overmix it, it can get really dense and tough.
Oh.
So in mixing this right now, you're gonna mix it into, if you see a few crumbs, that's okay. But you wanna lightly mix it.
Does it still need to keep going? Because you still have flour bits, right?
You're still okay. You can do probably another 2 folding motions, and then you're good.
It's like that scene, fold in the cheese.
Fold
How do you
in
fold?
Fold. So we have the bundt pan, and you want to make sure that you butter it really well, or you grease it really well, because of its crevices. You don't want it getting stuck.
Yes, that would be so devastating if you just finish letting this bake and then you go to dump it out and then it
breaks. Oh my God, I've cried plenty of times because of that. So it's very well greased.
Okay.
And then basically we're going to take our prepared batter and just place it in here. Put it in the oven at 350 for about, I would say the 40-minute mark. Check it at the 40-minute mark. It cooks quite quickly. For whatever reason, chestnut flour really retains the heat quite well. So you want to make sure you check it at that mark.
40 minutes, okay, and then just like making sure that it doesn't get too brown or anything
Right,
like that.
right,
Yeah.
yep, until it's a nice golden brown, and that's good.
Okay, and so what does our final product look like?
So here's what it looks like, and then the best part is you top it with a nice maple butter drizzle. Maple just embodies all of the fall season, isn't it?
Oh my goodness, and I mean, I was seeing you drizzle it on top, and it has that beautiful Suzy touch with that
thank you.
stunning little drip from the side. It is so beautiful. And so just quickly, you just have also some of the other cakes as well.
So here's my rustic elegance. I call it my rustic elegance. This is my roasted pear and roasted pear cake.
Yeah.
And basically I roast the pears, I caramelize them with some butter, a little bit of maple syrup as well, and brown sugar. And then I basically put that in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. And then it's topped with a nice buttery sponge cake over top.
We do have to go, but quickly, what's this one?
And that's the honey fig and orange olive cake.
Oh my goodness, so
Just
good.
olive
My
oil
mouth
cake.
is watering. I love fall baking. Suzy, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
showing
much,
us
Simone.
this amazing bundt cake. All these details are going to be up on our website at chch.com/morninglive. We'll have plenty more Morning Live coming up. Stay with us.